What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back to the video on the channel. And today we actually have another Cravings episode where, well, I'll give you a quick backstory. Basically, I was at work today. I have a couple of clients, one of which is Peruvian, and she shows me her food that she's cooking. And it's a dish called tallarin verde, which is right over here. And I'm like, bro, how you gonna show me this and you ain't even make me none? You know how that goes. I'm like, bro, I'm getting this tonight. I'm leaving here with something. But I was at work for a while. It's already 9:30, so there's not that many places open. So I went to a place called Elena y Carbone. It is located in Passaic, New Jersey. There's a ton of franchises with this, and most of them have really low ratings, except for this one. This one has a 4.8, but most of them had around a 4.0. So I'm not really sure what we're going to be dealing with today, but drop a thumbs up. I hope it's good, because I have a craving. And if you get a craving when it's not good, that's going to be an L. Before we get into it, I didn't get to see most of the Celtics game, and I got home, and they're down by 15. So we might be going fishing, but as any person says, you got to be accountable. I'm a fan of the team, which means a bunch of little people are going to be saying all this good stuff, and I got to just stand out in front and just be like, hey, I ride and die with my team, and that is what it is. But let's get into this video real quick. Let's start in the middle, which is a pollo a la brasa, which just means a roasted chicken, very popular in Peruvian foods like a rotisserie chicken. And you get two sides. I picked the fries and the chaufa rice, which is like a fried rice. Ají sauce too. I forgot what this was called. That's a quick little brain fart. But ají sauce is like a, I'll show you when we get to it. Also, we got the lomo. You have to get lomo saltado, but I got the mixto version, which means there are different kinds of meat in here. So there should be chicken and beef. It is a stir fry over a white rice. They give you a fat plate, I will tell you that much. Look at all this food in here. So we have the steak. I can see some chicken in here. I don't know if you get shrimp. Sometimes you do get shrimp, and it's served over white rice. You can see it hanging out in the back. It's a whole bunch of food in here. That's a lot of food. A lot of food. This dish costs, let's see, we got the receipt right here. It is $15, but I will say it is a lot of food. This one cost $12.50 for this food, which is a half a chicken. You get the whole chicken for 20 bucks. And then, of course, the tallarin verde, which is usually linguine. Yes, it is here. And I got the beefsteak, which means it is steak. Get the little tomato on the top. It comes with two giant potatoes and then the green stir fry, which is kind of like a pesto. And then you get some steak. Hopefully this is good, because if the craving don't hit, it ain't. Y'all can get the rhyme for that. Anyway, let's pull this out. Let's get ready to go. Let's start with the pollo a la brasa, the steak. That's a spoon. Where's the fork? We're gonna need that spoon though. Let's start with the chicken. All right, so we got the roasted chicken. Hopefully this is good, man. I really do hope so. But you get a half a chicken here, which comes out to this much food. Let's start with the thigh. Sorry, I got a little drool action going. Let's see, is it tender? Okay, we can work with that. Let's get in here. Let's just go. Let's just go. So here we go. We got the chicken. I'm gonna get the skin in a second. Hold on. I can work with that. I can work with that. The chicken's really seasoned, kind of salty. I'm gonna drop that. But it is tender. I can work with that. I will admit though, they really did season the hell out of this, because the main thing I'm getting is salt. Going with the ají sauce. A little bit of spice to that. That works. I'm going in. A little bit. A little bit. Alright, chaufa rice, which is a fried rice, like I said. The rice is pretty good. It's not moving me like crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's like a this'll do kind of thing. Like a late night hookup kind of thing. What? Sorry. Drop the fry. Let's get a fry. These fries look super bland. And they are. But that's okay. I don't really mind the fries being bland, because usually you mix them in. Come here. See, that works. Rice and fries is very popular in Peruvian food. I've done a bunch of Peruvian things before, and I've eaten it a lot. Let's check the score real quick. Oh, we're down 14. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Back in for the chicken. I want to get the skin, and let's try the breast real quick. At least it's not dry. All right, come on. And one. It's good, but it doesn't bang. Like I said, the chicken for me, the breast is a little dry. The thigh is fine, but a little A little too much, just the solid salt. The rice is good. Probably the best thing in this little platter. And the fries are super bland, but the ahi sauce kind of fixes that right up. The chicken, I've said it 3 times already. It's good, but not great. I've definitely had better. I would give the chicken itself probably like a 5.5 out of 10. It's good, but upper mid. The rice, I would give a 6.5 out of 10. I do like it, but I've had so much Peruvian food that it don't really move me that much. But with the ahi sauce, which is good, I would give like an 8 out of 10. It can definitely fix that and be a workable meal. Overall, did this hit the craving? Not exactly. But that's not why I came here. This is why I came here, which is the tallarin verde with the beefsteak, aka steak. The menu is in Spanish, so please forgive me if I pronounce everything in Spanish. I know some people with the Spanglish. I do speak Spanish pretty well, so it doesn't really matter. Let's try to... Damn, that's a... Y'all ain't even job. When ain't gonna cut it, huh? This is exactly what she made, so this is what I wanted. I got a fatty piece. I happen to like steak fat. Some people don't. But they give you a lot of steak in here. I'll give them that much. This is a ton of steak. Usually they cut it, but this wasn't cut. But let's try the actual pasta. This is what's going to make or break this. I don't want to break my flimsy ass fork, but... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I'm always going to be honest about any kind of food that I get. This is on the pretty good category. It's not mid. It is good. You get a ton of pasta here, which I like. It's definitely coated with that pesto, which I like. And let me get a bit with this steak on here. Big ass piece of steak. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we lost, bro. Them boys just didn't make no shots today. We going fishing. At least I got some good food. Damn. Only problem, man, I should have probably put this on a plate or something, because it's hard to get up out of here. But, coated the noodles. The sauce has good flavor to it. If I can get it. I wish they would have cut the steak, but the steak is seasoned. It's not over seasoned, which is good. Not like the chicken. The chicken was very over seasoned. I can't get this. Let me get it. That's good. Definitely better than that. At least this was good. Now let's try this potato. That's not bad either. The outside is seasoned, and it's definitely roasted. The inside is just potato. Give me this. Right here. There we go. Whenever you get Peruvian food, make sure you get this. Gotta get it. They definitely cut these noodles, dude, too, because I keep trying to, like, pick them up, but I can't. Let me get more of these. This isn't bad. But again, I've eaten a lot of Peruvian food. It's just good. It's not like, oh my goodness, good. I've had better. Slim pickings at late night, though. Sometimes you gotta work around it. I would give this an 8. I still like it, and it does hit the spot. But I know I've had better. So it's kind of like, okay. Last, we got the lomo saltado, the flagship. To me, it's the best place or best way to judge a Peruvian restaurant because it's one of the most popular dishes, and everybody gets it. Hopefully this is good. I got the mixed-o version. I don't see any shrimp, but I think they just put chicken and beef in here, which I don't mind. I'm gonna try this out. Usually it's got a nice little sauce on it. Might want to mix this up a little bit just so I can get in there and get that. So, ooh, nice little pepper. I like the peppers in here. Not a piece of chicken on my leg. Same thing. This is why it's tough sometimes when you gotta rate food. Okay, we got a little sauce on here this time. Let's see. And this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. Let's give it a chance, though. Let's give it a chance. Here we go. Big piece. It don't pop with the flavor. That's a letdown, man. Yeah, we really lost, bro. Oh, man. It don't pop with the flavor. The steak is tender, and I'll give them that. Definitely not chewy or anything like that at all, which is pretty good. Let's try this chicken by itself. I don't want to get that fry on here. You can get the fries on. But the sauce is missing something. It just don't have like a crazy amount of flavor to it. It's like one of those things that if you've never had Peruvian food, you might think this is like good. But since I've had it, I've had a lot better than this. I'm trying to see if I got like some, but there's not a lot of sauce in here, which is not good. That's the best part. Yeah. That one's a little bit of a letdown. This is probably the worst thing I've had from here, which is not a good sign. I did notice that the 4.8 rating, there was only like, maybe like 19 or 20 ratings, as opposed to the other places that had like 500. And I know that if I gave this to some of my Peruvian friends, they would tell me, nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I know some people that eat here. I don't know what they see. I've definitely had better. I don't want to be too harsh, but this is what it is. I will give them some credit for the fact that it's not chewy, which is a good thing. I'll give them credit for the fact that the texture of the food is fine. It just lacks in flavor from what I'm used to. So I'll give it a 4 out of 10. And I gotta eat some of this, right? You're probably gonna see me just pick at this stuff for a little bit. But let's talk a little bit. I want to talk to y'all. As my team completely just didn't shoot well today. So I looked at the stats before I turned it on. I was like, yo, how are they down so much? And as I keep watching, they just miss shots. And I guess you just got to live with that. I mean, the series isn't over. But 3-2, going back to Philly, going to be a tough hill to climb. But I just want to say this. I always got to keep it a stack at everybody. I am big on accountability. And in my stream, I was talking about this. I'm never going to be, and I don't want anybody to be. No, switch this, bro. That's the one thing that's respectable. The type of person that only shows up when teams are winning. A lot of people will only talk when things are going well. I said this before in the stream, and I'll say it again. When the Celtics went up 2-1, I couldn't find a Sixers fan. I can guarantee you when I start stream tonight, there's going to be a ton of Sixers fans. When the Knicks were playing well, all I had were Knicks fans. But all of a sudden, now they're down 3-1, I can't find them. There's some that showed up, but not a lot, because I was getting spammed. So, I'm going to get out in front of it, as you always should. And you got to, no disrespect to the women, it's just a figure of speech. You got to man up. It's my team. Everybody knows it's my team, which means just like last year in the finals, I had a ton of Warriors spam. I know I'm going to get a ton of spam on this one. Go ahead and get it. It's deserved. As a fan, you ride with your team. You go down with the ship. The captain goes down with the ship. But just in life in general, bro, you can't just be a front runner when things are going well and that's the only time you show up. To me, the true that. I can't even talk. Let's try that one more time without choking on a noodle. Don't talk with your mouth full. Nah, don't do that here. The true test of a person, you find out when stuff's not going well. So I'm going to wear a Celtics jersey tomorrow. I might not have it on camera because I have to change after I get out the shower, but I'm going to rock my jersey. Last year when we lost the final, I had my jersey on. And that's what you got to do. And any time in life, bro, I can't believe I'm preaching at this part, but any time in life when stuff starts going bad, you find out what you're really made of. It's really easy to go into a hole, kind of start hiding from people because you don't want to own up to whatever it was. But you got to own up to it. So, I love y'all. I love the fans of the other teams. If you are a fan, I hope your team wins, because we ain't tonight. But hats off to Philly, bro. They came out, they played harder, and they shot the lights out from what I'm reading. And that's what it takes. Looking at the shooting stats, we couldn't hit shots to save our life. Al Horford's like 0 for 9 from when I look. From 3. That ain't gonna matter. And Joel Embiid, boy, the MVP for a reason. He balled out. Ain't nothing you can do about that. You gotta tip your cap to people. The worst part about it all, to be honest with you, I wanted this to be really good. And it's mid. If I was rating this restaurant, people were giving like 3.8s and 3.9s. It's pretty accurate. There's other places that I've done with Peruvian food that you saw my reactions were much bigger and much better because the flavors popped. And this one just doesn't seem to have that, which is really disappointing. How do you have 9 restaurants? I'm like, but it is what it is. I'm always going to be honest about whatever I review or whatever I eat. And this just wasn't it, Chief. Which is kind of disappointing. They're going to be mad when I give them this food. I'm like, listen, it's not the greatest, but give it a shot. That's going to be me today. But how much time is left? 6:45. We're down 14. Yeah, we finna lose. I'm going to catch the end of this game. I'm going to hop on stream. I know a couple of you people said you came over from YouTube. Go ahead and hop in. You want to dance on the grave a little bit? That's fine. It's cool. Can't win them all, bro. But y'all already know the vibes. I'm going to try to find something better tomorrow. This wasn't it. I'm always going to be honest, man. But we'll be back. Rain, shine, win, loss. Tomorrow, more content, man. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.